Okay, we're back on this. We're going to try to get this axle out from here. We got to get this loose, and we got to get that loose. We've got a grinder. We've got that one loose already. We're going to grind on this a little bit and see what we can do. And I'll let you know something here short. There's that one ground off and broke. We've got this one ground down pretty good. But there's a chunk over here I can't get to. You can kind of see it right there. I was hitting over here, so I stopped. But I've got my chisel here. I just sharpened it up wherever it's at. There it is. Just sharpened it up. I'm going to try to get it in there and drive it across there and cut it. And then I got these 2 screwdrivers I drive in there to give me a little height, basically. Give me pressure on it. So I'm going to drive this screwdriver in here first, and then I'm going to take my chisel, try to break a little bit, and then I'll probably drive another screwdriver in over here and see what I can do with it. Starting to come apart. That's that spot I can't grind that well. It's still hanging on, so I'll keep knocking away at it here with this chisel and see what I can do. I'm hoping that I didn't weld that other side, and I did not. So I got this one and that one over there behind me to do, and we'll be done. I've already got this one, and I've got that one down there. So we've got this little one here and the brake drum behind us. And another one bites the dust, and another one, and another one. That one's cut. So now we've got to get that brake drum off. However, we're gonna do that. I don't think it'll be quite that hard, quite as hard as what it seems, but we've got to do something with it to get it loose. So, get my tools of the trade, 2 busted up screwdrivers, a wore out chisel that's been broke off 100 times, and I just grounded the end of it, and a old hammer. See if I can get out of here. See what I can do over there on it. So that's what we're dealing with, and we'll see if we can knock it around with a grind it a little bit and see if I can knock it loose with a cold chisel. I didn't go too crazy with it. I put a little grind across the top of it. Just knocked the hell out of it 4 or 5 times with a hammer, and it broke free. So now we'll get the tractor out and see if we can lift it with the tractor, or how much problems it's going to be to get out of there. I'm probably going to have to get the bobcat and the tractor working to get it out. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. We'll see what we got to do, and see if we can get it out of there. Okay, we got a few things working against us. Number one, we're kind of sitting on a hill like that, so I'm having to pick this up, plus all that, plus the tongue, basically, to pivot this thing. So I'm gonna go up there and drop the tongue all the way down to the ground and try to get it leaning instead of like this, so most of the weight's in the front and I can just ease the back up. I can pick one corner of it up. I just tried that. I can pick that up pretty easy with no problems. Actually, you can tell I pushed it way this side, so you know, that tire's got plenty of clearance now. If I'd have welded it like that to begin with, I'd have been good. And you can see what happened here. The brake drum jumped back one full one. You know, another thing I thought about doing was hooking the truck to it and easing forward with it. You can see there. If I ease forward, it's liable to slide right off of that damn thing. Especially if I had all the weight on the truck instead of on this jack. So first thing, we're gonna let this jack all the way down. I don't know how much I can actually let down on it, but we're gonna see. We're gonna let it down as far as we can, and then we'll see what we can do with it. The tractor will not lift it. So I got the bumper jack out because I didn't want to get the skid steer out. Still might have to get the skid steer out. But I try to pull it and pry and push and see what's going on. That one little weld there is holding up the ordeal. You see how big it is? I can cover it up with my fingernail there on my side finger. So try to break it off with the chisel. Now I've got the saw out, but you see there ain't really no good angle. So I got to go over there and lean over and try to cut it from the top side. It's a pain in the butt, but it's the last one I'm dealing with here. You can see all that's come way loose. I pulled on it over there, and that's what happened there. So all of it's loose except for that one little piece there, and that's what I'm working on. And it is turning into a real pain in the butt. I broke the old bumper jack out and jacked it up where I got pressure, where it's just hanging, basically hanging there. So it should help me with it falling off, or falling loose, let's say, instead of off. But anyway, we're gonna get over here and go to cut and see if we can cut it loose, and we'll be back with it. Damn. Chain that goes to the ramp, I hook it around the bucket there. I'm gonna try to pick up and drag it, pick it up over this tire here and drag it this way and see if I can drag 90% of it this side, then I go around to the other side, pick it up and push it this way just ever so slightly and slide that out from under whenever that gets to over. That ain't gonna work, put that over there. It didn't take as long as what I thought. Hopefully this thing feels like going to work. Says she feels like going to work. Back wheels up off the ground, but it had enough to do what it needed to do. I'm trying to see if it's sinking or if I need to climb back over the top. It don't look like it's falling at all, so I'm gonna climb back in and let it down, and we'll see what it looks like. I don't know if I showed you around the inside of one of these, but I set these up with a amp meter. I got a temperature gauge back here. So I can tell what my temperature is and my amps are. And this is my headlights on and off. How does everything work? Yeah, they ain't working for some reason. And what I do with these things when I stop running them or stop using them, since they are lawnmower engines, that thing's hot. It is a lawnmower motor. All that exhaust is custom. I made it all myself. I even made the tailpipe down here. Basically, I just took a piece of pipe and cut 2 holes in it where I could shoot the exhaust up in there. So I unhooked the positive always, and one of these lines, I don't know if it's going through the muffler or if it's getting into here somehow, but if I don't cover this area right here with this tote, the motor will fill with water. So I keep it covered with this tote. This is an old lick bucket from the cows, so I just keep it covered. I don't think it'll melt it. Yeah, I ain't even gonna touch it. So that's that's basically what I do, keep it covered up like that. And that's all there is. Whenever you want it, you come back out here and start it back up and go back to work. This tire goes flat. As you see in the video, I pump it up every time. And it gets knocked off the rim when you go to driving it, because you drive it over there and you twist it and turn it, and it falls off the rim. So you've got to deal with that. But I've got that out. My tire's flat, but we got it down on its tires. We'll pump that tire up. We'll pump that other tire up. And that other one might be pumped up. Nope, both of them flat as a fritter. Flat as a fritter. I ain't heard that in a while. Both of them's all the way flat. So we'll pump those up. Probably not today. Maybe tomorrow. We got what we wanted to. We got that out of there. That's what I wanted to accomplish today. I'm gonna have to move this out of the yard, or the old lady's gonna kick my ass. So I'll pick it up and do something with it. I might sit it up there on the front of it, and that might keep her off my butt. If that tractor will pick it up. If not, I'll have to go back and get the damn skid steer. The skid steer would not pick it up with the boom. So basically what I did, I curled the forks all the way down and pushed them against the ground, and that gave me lift so I could lift my arms. And then the curl cylinder is about twice as strong as the lift cylinders, so I used the curl cylinder and just curled it up, and it was fine. It picked it right up. But I was out of weight is what the problem was. If I had more weight on the back, it would have picked it up. I think I still had more curling power, but we got it. That's all that matters. We gotta get these tires pumped up. That's gonna I'm gonna get an eel at that if I've got to pump those tires up every time. But them are the rims that burnt. You can see that rim burnt and this rim burnt. I just took I cleaned it off and painted it and put a tire on it, pumped it up. But that's an old tire off my truck. One I wore off of my truck, and I put it on here. I don't know. Maybe yes, maybe no. I don't really like it. You can see the axle is bottomed out, but I believe that's because this spring, you see how the that adjustment thing there flips back and forth. That one, when it bottoms out, that one goes all the way down because it thinks that this one ain't on the ground, so it pushes it all the way down, and vice versa. So we'll work on them. We'll get all this stuff together and get it fixed. I'm pretty sure this axle is bent right here, but it might not be. It might be the bearings are out in it, but it don't look like it. It looks like the wheel is bent, or the axle is bent and twisting it back real bad. So we'll probably get a new axle for it. You know, a lot of these, you take a mobile home axle and you cut it right there, and you put a piece of pipe in it, and you can slide it in and out to make whatever size axle you want. I've been looking for axles. I've got the bearings and all to fix it like I did this front one, and I've actually got the brake shoes and everything, but it I don't think I want to do that just because that it's bent right there, I believe. I don't know how I can show you. Maybe you can tell there. Yeah, you can kind of see it. Maybe over here. It's nowhere close to straight up and down. So I think it's the axle. You can definitely see a bow in the axle right there. Yeah, right there. But that ain't that bad. I mean, it's bad, don't get me wrong, but that ain't, you know, that ain't a deal breaker. Let's put it that way. This other one, it's nice and flat. It's nice and true, but that one over there sure ain't. So, have to look at that, play with it. I'm gonna pull that axle out probably one day next week and take it to Hudson and see what they're gonna charge me for a new one. I know that's the wrong place to take it, but that's where I'm gonna take it, I believe. We put this up on the truck. We got to get some tires and put on it and get it ready to go back where it belongs, down at the farm. This is what we use to move bales of hay around down there. So we'll get it put back together probably this weekend.